Wally has played George Michael again on Sports Chat with Neal and Wally. Use the word jetapult. It's actually a word people don't realize. Hey, little curveball. Got my fingers on the seams right there. This is Dog Days of Summer. Dog Days of Summer, right? What is that? Beat up Bulldog Johnny stole his belt and put it on. Roll across a spidget. A spidget.
Who's that, bro?
You got me on that one, man. If I listened to the whole song, I could probably think of it, but you got me.
He only played in probably the biggest rock and roll group of all time.
Robert Plant.
There you go. That's all I had to tell you. That's all I had to tell you, bro.
That's all it was. Welcome to the March the 20th edition of Sports Chat. That's the way to start the show, right?
I'm in the mood for melody.
That right there is a good tune right there.
Well, after you see my bracket, now you got to get into the mood, man.
It's March the 20th. This is the Sports Chat with Neal and Wally. As always, we appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate a lot of basketball you could be watching, but you flipped over to us, and we sure appreciate it, man. Hey, rough storm Friday, man.
Woo, was it rough
frog strangler, wasn't it?
Baby, Friday morning, Neil, when I was driving up to Montgomery,
yeah,
it was rough, man.
They done cut all the schools out.
I know all our schools were shut down, but I had to get.
They were in Florida too.
Well, speaking of Florida, man, well, you were down in Destin, man. Fill me in.
Look, dude. So
fill me in, dude.
So it's Troy University spring break, and Addison was out for spring break at the end of the month. So we took the camper down to Fort Walton at a campsite we wanted to try out, and camper in rough weather it's kind of iffy. But at one point we had a water spout in the ocean and a tornado on the ground 20 miles inland between us and Crestview. And I mean, good gracious, it was the camper was rocking there for a little bit, but we weathered the storm, and man, it was that was the first time we'd really been in the camper and bad weather been around. So it was different. It was different. We had to get used to it, but it was fine. But what about you, man? What'd you do this weekend?
Man, all my buddies were gone. James,
I was out of town.
You gone, James, yep. Brian. So I just piddled my thumb in the driveway. That's about all I did.
You didn't do any folk art?
You know, I did do a lot of folk art. I really did. So I had some time to do that, and heck, Holly just got back with
Breakfast Club Saturday morning. Did it even happen?
Yeah, it happened. Doug was there, and both Daves, and
so y'all did okay.
Yeah, we did.
I was worried about y'all.
Yeah, but also I had a nice wedding I went to yesterday. Cameron Bush,
yep.
And
him and Maddie Johnson.
Maddie Johnson got married. It was a lovely wedding, and we were talking. Noah was there, and we were like, we got Sydney's next, and
then Noah.
And Noah. I don't know if Noah's even got him a girlfriend right now, but
Noah's holding out, man.
Yeah, but besides that, it was a nice weekend. Did get a lot of stuff done, and we got spring break coming up for the city schools, so got that going on. But besides that, man, and watched a lot of basketball.
Yeah, and guess what? My favorite weekend of the year, Augusta, the Masters is coming up. April the 7th. It'll be here before you know it, man. And I still like Xander Schauffele. He's just hot, man.
Want him to make the cut. Tommy Fleetwood will win the Masters.
Look,
check him
out.
out.
Oh, how pretty. He got the picture of the mullet in the window.
Tommy Fleetwood.
That's great, Dodie.
Oh, y'all are just so wrong. He's doing pretty good right now in the tournament. The Valspar.
I watched the end of it. He wasn't in the.
Oh, he wasn't? Well, I thought he was in the top 10. No. But all jokes aside,
he wasn't around the top 10.
I don't know if Tommy's even made the Masters.
I think we need to check that. We said that last week.
I know, but right up.
Sports Chat with Neal and Wally. You're on the air.
What's happening, fellas?
Bulldog, what's going on? Man, I need to know, are you playing 2 sheets in our bowl pick'em? You're not? Oh, boy, okay.
No.
Well,
I just made the mistake. I made the mistake of picking the wrong teams this time.
Oh, that'll get you if you pick the wrong teams. Well, you're in 64th position.
I I think the match supervisor had something to do with it. I think he tampered with my pick.
He hacked. The supervisor has hacked
in,
Bulldog
man,
Johnny's
got it.
sheet. Unbelievable.
Hey, Johnny, I got something to tell you real quick. And you sent it to me, but I've been on Facebook probation where I can't post anything.
Yeah.
So that's why I couldn't respond back to you. But Goshen Football Athletic Department is doing a wrestling event
Yep.
April 1st.
We're gonna try to go.
Yeah, Neal and I are going to try to do one of our rerun shows like we did a couple years ago down at Dothan
Yeah,
down
we're
there.
gonna-
You going to come
Well,
there?
I did now. Before, since you brought that up, I did read something the other day where Dennis Gale and them said they got something big returning to Dothan, but they hadn't said yet. So I'm keeping a close eye on that.
Well, if they do that, we'll do another one.
Yeah. But so you going to go to the one in Goshen?
I'm gonna try to. Well, you know, Elba had one down there Friday during the day down there for the kids, for the
Yeah.
students down there Friday at Elba.
Right. Well, plan on going to Goshen April 1st.
Yeah, and we'll interview you and all that. I know the mass supervisor emailed me Friday and said he will make an appearance there.
Uh-oh.
Well, I did find out too through the grapevine that the mass supervisor has been issued a challenge. If he shows up over there that day, I heard that Ric Flair's coming out of retirement to wrestle the mass supervisor over there.
All right, we're gonna have to watch out for that.
Oh my goodness!
All
But
right, what else is on your mind?
Well, so far I'm just been watching these tournament games. I'm impressed with. I think everybody picked Kentucky to advance, and they got
Yeah.
shocked when St. Peter's just beat them. I'm surprised how St. Peter's just
They won
went in
again.
there and done
Hey,
it.
how's that? What's the Duke score right now? They still ahead of Michigan State?
They was still up by 4. They was up by 4 at the half. I
Okay.
haven't checked it out lately, but Atlanta's undefeated in the spring right now. They beat Philadelphia today 5-1.
Well, you can't go off the spring training records, but that is something to, the spring training has started and they're hadn't been beat.
And
I guess that is
I
something.
wanted to mention, I read yesterday where during when they decided to bring Kenley Jansen in, that Will Smith, he was on board with it.
I read that too. He told the general management, "Go get him. He'll make us better."
Cause I think the way they said it was he's gonna get the majority of the starts at closer, since Smith was not consistent during the regular season like he was.
Mm-hmm.
And when Jansen has to have a day of rest, they're gonna bring him in as bring Smith in as a closer.
Little
Did
tip.
y'all see what Freddie had to say about? Boy, there have been folks on Facebook everywhere going crazy about what Freddie throwing shade at
Yeah.
Alex Anthopoulos crying.
I know. I give you a little trivia on Jensen, the pitcher coming in.
They said that Chipper was not happy about what Freddie said about Alex Anthopoulos the other day. They said Chipper was highly upset about that.
I read that too. But going back to Jansen coming over from the Dodgers, a little bit of trivia. One of my Dodger friends, James Sparrow, let us know Jansen was not even drafted. He came in as a backup catcher, and when he didn't pan out at catcher, they taught him to be a reliever, and boy, has that worked out.
he's
And
incredible.
he's got one of the best. He's got one of the best cut fastballs, they say, in
Yep.
the league, and he's the only one that's got the rock the baby stance when he comes in to pitch.
Yeah, it's gonna be different watching him. That's for true. All those close.
And he's from Curacao too. Atlanta's really got ahead a lot for these Curacao kids that got coming in.
Yep, that's right. They do.
And if y'all didn't read it, I also want to tell y'all before I leave y'all that that World Series MVP Jorge Solaire signed a 3-year deal with the Marlins, but he can opt out after any of those 3 years.
Yeah, I saw that too. I hated to see him move on. I really did. It's former World Series MVP for the Braves. They let him go to Miami.
I thought he was going to this best team in the world right here.
Cubs, yeah,
Cubs.
whatever. He's talking about the Cubs, Johnny.
Well, now Correa went to the Twins, and that's what really shocked me. I thought
Yeah.
the Cubs had him locked up for a moment.
Nope, they don't.
Yeah.
All right, Johnny, we appreciate you calling, man.
I sure, good talking to y'all, and hopefully I'll call in next week. supposed to be doing a Pike County baseball game
There you go.
sometime this week. If I do it, I'll give y'all the highlights or update one from Sunday when I call in.
Please do,
Please
man.
do, John.
Have a blessed week, okay?
Y'all too, and Wally, I want to say this. Go Bulldogs for Gonzaga to win it all.
Oh, he's going with them. All right.
Yeah, give your bell ring.
All right. I hear you. I'm picking UCLA to upset everybody.
Yeah,
All right.
they got to get through Arizona first. Arizona's going to be tough.
Got you, buddy. We'll talk to you later, Johnny.
See y'all later.
Have a good
See
one.
you, bro.
Bulldog Johnny, always good
Good
to
talk
hear from him
Yeah,
going in there.
exactly.
So go back to the Masters. You got Tommy
I got
Fleetwood.
Tommy Fleetwood, and I tell you what, there's another guy that I like. He Harrison.
Harrison? Yeah.
It's a Nike. He's sponsored by Nike.
Okay. I mean, I'd have to look.
Dang, I can't. But he played real good in the players. But also, I was going to tell you, I don't know if you saw this or the viewing audience saw this, but the U.S. Congress passed in the House the daylight saving time is going to be gone. Now it's got to go to the Senate, but I heard they got a favorable reading.
It's got to go through.
Yeah, it's got to. Let me
through.
throw this in.
Overdue.
You're going to love this. There were some psychologists that fought against this, saying that if they pass this, Americans going to be more fatter and be more depressed.
Yeah. Well, I'm suing the Wendy's restaurant since I'm overweight. They let me eat all them burgers. Yeah, well, that time change is overdue, man. They're changing the clocks for agricultural reasons.
Yeah, World War II. I was talking to Mom and Dad
Come on.
Wednesday, and Dad was talking about they did all that, back in World War II.
It's past bygones, man. It's time. It's overdue. We need to set the clock and go with it, man. I like it.
But yeah, it is gonna happen.
Yeah.
I really think so.
Yeah.
Well, let me throw this at you also. What about the NCAA basketball game tournament?
Oh, Wally. This
Unbelievable.
is my time of year, man.
It is.
I love it.
But
I love it, man.
hey, before you roll in, me, Holly, and Blake watched the first night with Kentucky, and it just killed Blake.
Killed Blake. I thought about Blake when that lost, man.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
And one of our
poor
friends, Caitlin, that works with me, is a
Yeah.
huge Kentucky fan. She hadn't replied back to me since Thursday
She
night. I don't
went
know if
into
she's
hiding.
alive or
She done went into hiding.
So, Caitlin, if you're watching or whatever, I hope you're alive.
Yeah. I've watched as much as I could, man. I love it, man. I watched I was at the beach. You want to go to the beach. You want to go shopping. You want to go out to eat nice. We were watching basketball on our phones. We were watching basketball on the cameras, basketball at the restaurants. And I love this tournament. I love it. It's one of the, man, but shoot, man. Alabama's out. Kentucky's out. Tennessee is out. Arkansas and Auburn are the only two SEC lone survivors, and Auburn plays right after our show tonight. So that'll be interesting, man.
Yeah. Well,
how's your bracket
my
doing,
bracket's not doing good, but the John and Barry,
Yep.
radio show, I
You
put
like it?
one in there called Sports Chat with Neal and Wally, and
Yeah.
I think we're in first right now.
Really?
No, I'm kidding you not.
Barry McKnight. If he's telling the truth, you need to give us a call.
Yeah, but I got to do something, and I got to say it straight up.
Yeah.
If we do win, I got to forfeit because that was 2 sheets. The first sheet was Longshore plays like Tommy Fleetwood.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I did a
Okay.
second one just for some advertising purposes, but it's like
Yeah.
it's in the first wall.
Did you pick St. Peter's?
Probably so on that one because that second one was just a flyby. See, that's it, folks. If you just do a flyby sheet and just start
That
marking,
starts getting it, yeah.
you get it right there, man.
Hey, St. Peter's, man. The Fighting Peacocks, Wally. The Fighting
jeez.
Peacocks, man. That's it. Man, those guys are from New Jersey.
They've already won 2 games.
They won 2 games. Yeah, man. They put on a show, man. The Fighting Peacocks have busted everybody's brackets, man, like you said. And it's just, that's what makes the tournament so good. I hate it happened to Kentucky, but that's what makes the tournament so good, man. And St. Peter's is this year's Cinderella
story.
man.
Heck yeah, man. But I tell you another thing, though,
Yep.
Neil. Arkansas has Gonzaga coming up, man.
Yep,
Gonzaga, baby, they look really, really good.
They do.
And
They
how in the world did Alabama beat them is just beyond me. I tell you, someone else
Yeah.
who's looking, you better watch out. UCLA.
Yeah, that's what I told Football Johnny.
Those guys, they're on fire as well, man.
Yeah,
They're gonna make a handle for somebody.
Dang, Skippy, buddy. You should let
But
UCLA.
what's your prediction tonight on the Auburn game?
Auburn's gonna have a ball game on their hands. Miami's super athletic, and they had a good ACC.
You know,
run this
I'm
year.
gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna go on a limb here. I think if Auburn wins tonight, because I know it's gonna be a tough game, they have a real good shot of winning the whole thing. Because they're good. And I had them in the Final Four, but man, Bruce's birthday today.
Yeah, I know.
But
Man, I'm still. Auburn's good, but what about Alabama, man? How did Alabama? They won and done.
yeah,
Something in the locker
they
room?
never won 20 games.
Something in the locker room.
It's got to be. They never won 20 games, Neil. They never won 20.
I mean, like you just said a minute ago, Alabama beat Gonzaga. Something happened in that locker room. Maybe
They beat Baylor.
beginning of February, right along in there, somebody got mad at somebody. I'm telling you, it was obvious. Somebody got mad at somebody in the Alabama locker room. It was about the first week of February, or maybe the last week of January, first week of February, right in there. It was obvious. Something happened in that locker room. Something happened, man. Tell me.
And Nate Oates, during his interview after the loss, I mean, it was like, didn't care.
He expected it.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Like he expected we were going to lose this game. To me, that's what it looked like.
yeah, I mean, there was no shock at all.
Yeah.
Kind of like
But
Coach.
I tell you what would be the telltale sign on this. In the next week or two, or maybe 3, if 2 or 3 of them really talented guys out of Alabama enter the transfer portal,
Something's up.
something you can mark it down. Something happened in that locker room and busted that team to pieces. I'm telling you, man.
Because, baby, they were on fire.
Oh
Man.
yeah,
On fire.
oh yeah, man.
But, man, also another thing, something local, Troy Fest, baby.
Yeah.
April 23rd, 24th. Mark your calendars to go
Augusta
down.
National and Troy Fest.
Troy
Spring, man.
Spring, man.
But
Troy Fest.
Yeah, Troy Fest is looming, like you just said, and now you just gotta cross your fingers for the rain and the wind and all that, man.
Yeah, I
And,
lost a tent and some merchandise last year.
I remember that, man.
I won't never forget as long as I live.
That
I
wind
went
was-
and set all that up on Friday night.
Yeah.
And
Look,
and I meet my buddies early Saturday morning
for breakfast,
and
get a call.
I get a text and said, "You
It
might
ain't-
need to come on."
It ain't looking good up here.
I'm like, what? Because the storm came that late night. and
Right,
stuff.
right.
But anyway,
Yeah.
hope everybody goes. It's a great festival. They
Yeah.
do such a good job. City Troy and
Yeah.
the art festival. The art society does a great
Oh,
job.
yeah, man.
And hey, did you see where Tom Brady is talking to Julio Jones, baby?
Wally Lowry. Let me tell you something.
Hey,
Tom Brady to Julio Jones for the touchdown. Is he gonna talk him into coming
I
down
think
here?
he's going to come.
You do?
Heck, Atlanta or
Tennessee
Tennessee
let him
or let him go. I don't understand that.
Well, he was wanting so much money, man. He's old. And stays hurt. Yeah, Doty's hurt, you know. But I mean, that would be, I'll tell you what, man. That would hurt. But I'll tell you what does hurt is seeing Freddie Freeman wearing a Dodger shirt. A Dodger. Look. That don't even look right, man. Are you kidding me?
That don't look. That. I'm real disappointed.
I got to move on, man.
You know, I'm a Cubby, but I'm real
gotta move on.
disappointed.
Yeah.
with him.
I got to move on, man. I tell you what, I'm going to chop on, pull from my Braves. I'll have Freddie in the back of my mind all year, man. He was just the best player since Chipper Jones, and I hate it. And to boot, like Johnny Woodall was saying, they let Solaire go. I mean, he was the MVP of the World Series last year, hitting this mammoth bombs. Oh, now he's gone to the Marlins, man.
Hey, but baby,
What'd you?
watch out for my Cubbies,
The
man.
Cubs.
They have been loading it up, brother.
Yeah.
Wait, did Rizzo come back? Did he?
Wally. Rizzo did not come back. He re-signed with the Yankees.
We got Chris Bryant back third, though. I mean,
Well, he thought about coming back too, but he didn't come back either.
good. Is this bad
He
news?
signed
Wally
up-
Day?
He signed up with the Rockies.
Sports chat with
Good.
bad news?
I hate to tell you, man. Look, there's Chris Bryant right there. I hate to tell you, man, but the Cubbies they're going to be playing a bunch of minor leaguers again. Bring them in there. Minor leaguers.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
Well, they're the major leaguers for a reason, brother.
Yeah,
sure.
they are.
But
They
go
are.
Cubs, and I tell you what you need to do. You need to stay with us tonight because we got a great show before you turn it over to watch Auburn play. But before we go to our commercial break, Neal, tell us who our commercial sponsors are,
The
brother.
Old Barn Restaurant in Goshen, the Pig Cafe, Hook's Barbecue, Troy Eye Care, Glow Boutique, Piggly Wiggly, Turner Mowing, Deep South of Farrell, Health Actions, UPS Store, Road Mart, Jones Medical Supply, the Alabama Real Estate Connection, Severe Ralph Baker, Hastings and Reeves, Attorneys at Law, Southern Grill and Patio, Bill Jackson, Ford and Chevy, Tyler Transport Trucking, Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, Crows of Brundage, Eddie Billings Dentistry in Laverne, Stone Cold Heating with Matt Johnson, Sorrell College of Business, The Crease Agency, All-Star Collision, Preston Steakhouse, Alabama Restoration, Mr. Mattress, and Firehouse Subs. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We got a lot to cover.
Wally, what is that?
Oh, Neal, I done hit this buck down the road, buddy.
Where's your truck?
Oh, I totaled it.
What about the insurance?
I don't think I got a lick of
My
insurance.
gosh, if you got Crease Insurance, we're covered. We'll have to go there. Your truck a wreck?
It's totaled.
We're going to have to go to All-Star Collision to get it fixed. Come on, put the deer in.
Let me see Mr. Mike.
Man, is Mr. Crease in? Wally has hit a deer, and he's got insurance with the Crease Agency. Mike!
Wally, what happened?
Wally's hit a deer, man.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. Can you mount this thing?
Well, I mounted the one I killed. I guess we'll mount yours
gonna
too.
mount-
But first, we're going to fix your truck.
That
Good
sounds
deal.
good.
Call the Crease Agency for all your insurance needs.
Man, I got a big party coming on tonight, man. I got girls coming
What?
everywhere. Hey,
What are you doing up here at Southern Grill and Patio, man, with all your girls?
getting a big green egg, man. The only place in Florida's got them.
You having a big party, I heard you
Oh,
say?
yeah, got girls coming and
Well,
everything.
you need to get all this deck furniture. They got the big green eggs, the medium green eggs, the little green eggs, everything for a big party on a deck. They got the wood thing. Hey, you got pellet grills, gas grills, anything you need. Southern Grill and Patio on North 3 Notch in Troy, Alabama. Buddy, what are you doing at Road Mart on 231 in Troy, man? What are you doing with that tire?
Oh, Neal, I'm going to put some 25s on this bad boy.
Oh, Lord, 25?
Yeah.
They even make 25? Hey, they can do specialty rims at Road Mart here in Troy, Alabama. Hey, they also do brake work. They can change your oil, anything under the hood here at Road Mart on 231. And they can even get Wally some 25s for his rim. 566-3413, Road Mart on 231. And I'm out here at Firehouse Subs in Troy, and I ordered me a sandwich on my app. Best sandwiches in town, Firehouse Subs, Troy, Alabama. Wally, what are you doing? What are you doing up here at Firehouse?
Neal, they said for a fireman get free subs, man.
They don't get free subs. Firemen get discounts.
Oh, discounts.
But they know you're not a fireman.
Yeah.
Come on, I ordered on my app. It was super easy. I'll pay for yours. Come on in. What are you doing with the hose? What are you doing with the hose? So nice. Welcome to Firehouse in Troy. Come see them. Best subs in town.
Well, hey there, Mr. Wally. How you doing?
Doing well.
Good. How'd you get in here?
I better not tell you.
Uh-oh.
They don't even open till 4.
Well, I'm waiting to hear Mr. Lenny Traver play, and I'm going to get me one of these bad boy steaks that they won an award for.
Best steak in the States. Also, best catfish awards a couple years in a row. Hey, my personal favorite is the fried shrimp and the cheese grits. Also, not mentioning the cheese biscuits that come out before the meal. You're going to love that.
I know.
And a little live music, like you said, Mr. Lenny Traylor, you can't beat it down at the Old Barn in Goshen, Alabama. Come see them.
Come see us.
It's so good to be back at Preston. I'm so hungry. I'm hungry too. You ready? What are you doing?
Kelly Taylor.
What are you doing? Wally, that's somebody's food.
What kind of nut are you?
I'm so sorry. He gets in a trance when we come to Preston. I apologize. He is a nut job. Hey, snap out of it, man. Oh, that's not yours.
Oh, we're Preston's on.
Come out to Preston's and get your own Kaylee Taylor. Man, that makes me want to go to Preston's right there. And then there's Marco's.
Had to play something.
That's that hard rock metal band.
Metallica, yeah.
I knew it. I was going to get it.
Okay.
I had it coming, Dodie. I had
He's,
it.
Dodie, he's 2 for 2 so far.
But yeah, I done come to the show hungry tonight. Now, I'm looking at all our sponsors.
Oh, my goodness.
Stomach growling.
I need to win a pizza.
You can't, man. You know, your attorney said no. Throw up those Facebook funnies, Dodie. Uh-oh. When one door closes, another one opens. Other than that, it's a pretty good car. Gas pump. You want a receipt? Me. No, I'd rather forget this whole experience.
You ain't kidding, man.
I'd really like to know what situations extra heavy duty mayo may be needed in place of heavy duty mayo. Woo! Just depending on what kind of car work you're doing. This new wrench is amazing. One side is standard, the other side is metric.
That's pretty good, man.
Oh, yeah. Taco Bell is the only place you can still get gas for $1.49. And you got that right. Oh, gosh. Uh-oh. That's the famous. My sincerest apologies, sir. Something died in here. That is the all-time. How does Sarah get from LA to New York? Sarah flew. Sarah flew.
That is
All
good,
right.
man.
Making fun of Mike
Mike
Tyson's
Tyson,
list.
man.
Come on now.
That is
I'm sorry,
hilarious.
my sincerest apologies, sir. I thought something died in here.
That's a good one, man.
All-time favorite Facebook funny on the show right there.
Hey, Michael Qualbaum just texted said Duke's up by a point with like a minute
my
less
God.
than a minute left.
Is anybody watching our show or are they watching Duke? My mom was watching. Hey, Mom.
My mom and dad are
I love
watching
you,
too.
Mom.
Love you, Mom and Dad.
Everybody else is watching.
Everybody watching. Hey, our producer's gonna say, y'all had 3 people watch the show. Something like
Yeah, y'all's ratings are going down.
now, 3 people.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh, good.
Hey, the Charleston Cheerleaders were released Saturday morning, and we like to roll over those real quick. There they are. Abby Barron, Addie Grace Adler, Addison Armstrong, Ariel Fraser, Alex Brantley, Allie Lewis, Ariel Tip, Abby Kate Lindsay, Elsie Claire Coppage, Gabby Gandy, Hannah Boyd, Jenna Lee Lunsford, Kendall Eaton, Laura Wilkes, Lola Drinkwater, Mary Hayden West, Mary Sampson Dunn. I texted Ben and I said, get your checkbook
Get
ready.
your checkbook ready.
Mary Sampson, May Cheerleader, Sarah Taylor, Taylor Hobby, and Zale Johnson. Congratulations to the 22.
Yeah, when Ben texts back and says, I'll be working Saturday, that means that.
Yes, man. Also,
Man.
a little bit of high school golf to report on. Pike Lips having a
heck yeah.
heck of a year in golf. They win another tournament, and in that tournament, there they are. It's the Pike Patriots. Right there in the middle is Jackson Cleveland. He led the Patriots as he fired a 69 that day.
69.
It's Troy Country Club right there. He's in that group. He shot a 69. He collected the low medalist honors that day of anybody that played. And if you shoot 69, Wally, if you shoot 69, Jackson, that'll get you a pizza, my friend. Jackson Cleveland,
yeah.
you are our Marco's Pizza Player of the Week. You win a large one-topping pizza from Marco's Pizza in Troy. Give them a call and say, hey, my name's Jackson Cleveland. I'm the Sports Chat Player of the Week.
Heck yeah. I saw him at the wedding last night.
Yeah.
I said, is that all you can do?
69, that's it.
That's it, man.
That's
Hey, what are you?
I don't know what that was just for, dude.
Just have to overlook him. He's having a night.
Having a night. Okay.
He's
Well,
upset about the Duke game busting his bracket every year.
oh my goodness. All right, Auburn and Alabama have both started their spring training.
Yeah,
Football
football.
will be here before you know it. And Auburn's spring game is April 9th, and Alabama's is on April the 16th.
And point to be taken here, Auburn has doubled their admission. Instead of $5 to get in, it is now $10.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I think Alabama's still free.
Still free.
Yep.
They still do the running, the gump, and all that. Alabama.
Troy starts their spring training this Tuesday, the 22nd. And the T-Day game is set for April the 23rd. Now, I did read where they're going to have 2 or 3 scrimmages on alternate Saturdays moving up to it. But the T-Day game is scheduled for April the 23rd. So, hey, a little bit of college football to report here in the spring, right?
Yeah.
And also I saw where Florida Gators starting quarterback Emory Jones has entered the transfer portal. This happened this week, Wally.
Didn't he go from one portal to another one time?
No, he was recruited there. He's a 4-star
Where do you think he's
recruited.
going?
Well, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting because obviously, they hired the Louisiana Raging Cajuns coach, Billy Napier, and he's brand new, and either they just didn't see eye to eye, or he told him you're not going to fit our scheme, or I don't know. But obviously, it's got something. Anyway, Emory Jones, transfer porter. We'll see where he goes.
I wonder if he's going to Auburn.
Auburn's got an LSU transfer and a Texas A&M transfer battling it out. He might think he can beat them both. You think?
You know, I saw a joke the other day that kind of made a lot of sense. It showed this guy going in a transfer portal, and there's a line of just hundreds of people. Yeah. And he's thinking, man, now I got to beat out all them to get to the team I want. When I can just only beat out 2 back at the place. Made a lot of sense, man.
You want to get back on commercial schedule before we start high school baseball?
Commercial schedule?
Yeah, because we were a little late running our first one. And it's the halfway point in the show right now. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's go ahead and take our second break. We'll be back on track with our commercials. We'll be right back with some high school baseball.
Man, hey, you not coming in to get some Crow's chicken and brundage? I need some nugget sauce, man.
I'd like a nugget dinner with extra sauce and roll. Don't worry about him. He's all the time over in the door.
Lord bless you. Nugget dinner.
We're going to eat it here. Crow's and brundage.
Crow's and brundage.
Oh, man, what a nice day with the windows down. Yeah, cruising right along, man, just running around Troy. Hey, man, what's that smell? What do you mean? That's Hook's Barbecue, man.
Oh, that's
Hooks?
Oh, I'm going to Hooks, brother.
Oh, my God, hold on. Good Lord, Wally, what in the world? Hooks, baby. Good Lord, help us all. He about killed us. Good gracious.
Man, what in the world? You just dang T-bone me right here. What the heck? Playing with fidget? Wally, did you have a wreck?
Mr. Wally?
Man, this girl right here playing with this fidget spinner, texting on the phone and T-bone me right here in the parking lot. I was about to go pay my speeding ticket.
Right here at the police station?
Yeah.
Well, luckily at the police station, we can just call All-Star Collision 808-8822. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Can I have the fidget spinner back?
Yeah, you can
Please,
have it.
Mr. Wally. Thank
All she's
you.
worried about is a fidget spinner. Call All-Star Collision for all your accidents. 808-8822.
You gained donuts? Neil, call Jason Jones.
What is it?
Out of oxygen, man.
Out of oxygen? You got your snorkeling device right there. What do you mean you're out of oxygen?
Oh, all this is to show people where you are, man.
What's that? Why do you can breathe through that?
I need to call Jason.
Unbelievable. Jason, can you bring some oxygen from Jones Medical Supply down to St. Andrews State Park at the Jetties? Wally needs some oxygen. Call Jason Jones for all your oxygen needs. We're out here at this lovely pond with the Alabama Real Estate Connection crew. They can hook you up all types of land, recreational sports, ponds, and everything. We're fishing to catch us a big old brim.
I got one, Wally.
Dale, what if you want something other than just a fishing pond?
Well, if you're looking for hunting land, the Alabama Real Estate Connection will help you with all your hunting land needs too. Here are the agents right here. They'll hook you up with your hunting land.
Call us.
Make sure you contact the Alabama Real Estate Connection for all your real estate needs. Look at these fine agents right here. All your real estate needs. They can find anything for you, maybe even a Bigfoot.
Bigfoot?
Hey, what's going on today?
Mr. Neal, do you know this guy? He comes here every day for breakfast and lunch.
This guy over here?
Yes.
Unfortunately, I do know him.
Man, look at the size of this chicken right here, man.
Oh my God, Wally, how many days in a row have you eaten here?
Every day, bro.
Come out to the Pig Cafe Monday through Friday, breakfast and lunch. The biggest cat head biscuits for breakfast and the crispiest fried chicken for lunch. Come out to the Pig Cafe.
You know this guy?
Yeah, I know. Wally, what are you doing, man? What in the world?
Nice Bronco.
Why are you hugging the Bronco at Bill Jackson Ford?
Because I want a Bronco, brother.
Are you gonna buy it?
Yeah, I think so.
Jeez. Well, you can't just be out here hugging vehicles. You got to talk to the salespeople. What are you doing?
Kicking a tire, you know they say you got to kick the tire before you buy a new one.
Kick the tires. Bill Jackson Ford, Troy, Alabama. Also, Bill Jackson Chevrolet across the street. Hey, they got new vehicles on the lot.
You know, Billy Joel is one of the best piano players ever.
If that was Billy Joel.
That's Billy Joel, ain't it? Billy, ain't it?
That's,
That ain't Elton, is it?
that's Sir Elton John.
You threw me a curveball. I really thought that was Billy.
Elton can play the piano too now.
Yeah.
Little Benny
Well, I
and the
like
Jets.
Elton too now. I
Little
thought that was-
1970s Benny and the Jets. Right there. She's got electric boots. I'm gonna have suit. That's good stuff, man. Billy Joel. He's probably a better piano player than Elton. You think?
Ooh, man, Elton.
They both can play it now. They don't
I
call,
would have
they
to
call
say
Billy
Elton.
Joel the piano man.
Yeah, but Elton, he is talented.
Yeah. Hey, little high school baseball action. The number one ranked 2A GW Long Rebels. They stay hot this last week. They beat 5A Rehoboth 7-2 yesterday. Bryson Brooks was 2 for 2 on the day and a 3-run home run to lead the Rebels against Rehoboth.
And Carroll of Ozark beats Geneva County 9-5 yesterday. For Carroll, Evan Peters struck out 10 and allowed just 4 runs over 7 innings on the mound and had 2 hits on offense, including a double, and Opp beat Strawn 15-0 over the weekend.
Opp's got a good baseball team this year.
Yeah.
Back to the number 1 ranked GW Long Rebels, though. They also swept Elba Thursday in a doubleheader, 10-4 and 19-0. And also, I know you said, I know we said Rehoboth lost to GW Long earlier, but not all wasn't bad for Rehoboth this past week. Wally, they beat Carroll 10-0 Thursday night, so they got to win.
They got to win. Yeah. Okay. Dale County, we up to Ashford 16-3 Thursday night. Aiden Wright had 2 hits and 2 RBIs, including a solo homer. Christian Ross and Grant Horn each had 2-run singles, and Carson Causey had 1 hit and 2 RBIs. Maddox Weed had a double.
Yep. Pike County Bulldogs are continuing. Duke wins. Sweet 16 for Coach K. Duke moves on to the Sweet 16. Duke beats
I had them
Michigan
lose
State.
in the first game.
You did?
Yes.
Coach K moving on to the Sweet 16 in his final run through March Madness. It is final. They have beat Michigan State. So appreciate that update, Doty, from the control room. And back to high school baseball real quick. The Pike County Bulldogs having a tough season on the diamond. They fell to Opp 10-0 and 23-0 this week in a little doubleheader. And Pleasant Home beat Kinston 7-6 in a nail biter, buddy.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Pensacola Catholic beat the number 1 ranked AISA Pike Liberal Arts 5-3 over at Troy University this week, but Pike Liberal got revenge at Enterprise at Enterprise State Junior College Field a day later. They won the second game in Enterprise 16-5, and earlier this week, Pike Liberal beat SGA.
And I don't know who SGA is.
I don't. 10-3.
That's all I could find was SGA.
SGA.
But I thought that was kind of weird. They played Pensacola one game over at Troy University, and then the next day they played them in Enterprise at the junior college. You reckon that was some type
A
of
recruiting type deal.
probably? Yeah. Okay. Good deal. But so Pike Lib 2-1 on the week. It's a good week for them. Charles Henderson top Park Crossing 17-4. Jawan Boyd was 3 for 4 with 2 RBI, and Will Templin and Benton Dunn had two hits each with 2 RBIs to lead the Trojans. Tyler Martin and Noah Presswood added a hit and an RBI each. Presswood was the winning pitcher. He struck out 9, allowing us 2 hits and 1 run over 4 innings, and just maybe a 17-4 win to get the Trojans cranked up to make a good push to finish the season strong.
Yeah, and they had a lot of games this past week, Neil, and this weekend, but every one of them were rained out. Every single one of them.
And
So,
all across the wiregrass.
I know,
all
but
across the
I do
wiregrass.
know Charles Henderson will travel tomorrow to Gulf Shores, to the big Gulf Shores
Spring break
baseball
event?
spring break. But Blake and them, they play tomorrow against Eufaula for JV.
That's
so,
the JV.
Yeah,
There you go.
exactly.
Yep.
And Elba beat Goshen 5-4 in a heated game.
Yeah, that was a close one.
Yeah, Hunter Nobles, Landon Eisler, Nick Walters, Danny Cooper, Tyler McClendon, my little buddy, and Andrew Galloway each earned a hit for Goshen.
Yeah, that was a good close fought game
Oh,
right
yeah.
there. Wally, you remember last week when we were talking about how good New Brockton was, and they had to cash in the pitcher. They had thrown all those innings and no earned runs,
Yeah.
all this kind of stuff, and how good they were in baseball this year. Well, they just keep getting better. New Brockton Gamecocks. We were talking about how good Opp was about
Yeah.
5 minutes ago. They sweep Opp 6-4 and 8-5.
Wow.
When was the last time you can go back in history and say the New Brockton Gamecocks swept the Opp Bobcats in baseball?
Been a while,
Been a
bro.
while on that one, man. Moving right along to high
Softball.
school softball, little women's girls action right here. GW Long takes care of Zion Chapel this week, 13-2. GW Long's got a great softball program. They beat Zion Chapel 13-2. Also, Dale County beat Slocum 10-1. For Dale County, Madison McLean was 3 for 3 with a double, a triple, and 2 RBIs. That's a heck of a day. Gracie Scruggs was 2 for 4 with a double and 3 RBI. Joanna Marshall was 2 for 4 with 2 RBI. And we've called this name before on the show. Shay Lee Whitman had a triple and an RBI. J.C. Hagler, a double and an RBI, and Ella Brooke Barfield had a single and an RBI. Big day for Dale County.
Was, man.
Dale County getting it done right there over Slocum.
And Brantley beat the number 3 ranked team in 3A, Wicksburg 11-4 this week. Someone needs to tell Brantley they are just a 1A school, man. Good gracious.
You know, and Brantley's ranked, in 1A, but Brantley, they take on all comers, man, in softball, football, basketball. I mean, they've really, really got an incredible athletic program down at Brantley High School. It's really just something really to watch and follow. Wally and I both try our best to watch the sports, girls, boys, track, golf, everything, and to watch Brantley, Laverne, and Highland Home down in Crenshaw County is it's amazing. It's amazing what they do down there. GW Long, they were sticking with girls softball right here. GW Long beats Charles Henderson 9-7 in extra innings this week. Charles Henderson, they led that game most of the game. It was a comeback win for GW Long in extra innings. And for Charles Henderson, Mackenzie Kane, 4 for 5 with an RBI. Molly Garrett had 3 hits, including 2 doubles. Hannah Sparrow, Jada Jones, Madison Stewart had 2 hits each, and Sparrow driving in a run. Heather Maxwell and Dakota Berry added a hit and an RBI for the Trojans. Get this, Wally, the Trojans had 17 hits on the night and lost the game.
I know, man.
They were played by errors.
I was up there in the press box doing the commentating for the high school game, and I busted the speaker, so I got to see a lot of that game over there because I didn't have to worry about
So you didn't have to worry about the baseball game?
Oh, just busted those speakers wide.
That's good. James, I know James Sparrow and all them are good. That's good to hear that.
Yes, that's always good. Always good. And back to softball, Pine Level Arts girls fell to Macon East 3-0, but beat Edgewood 5-4.
Yeah, we got a lot of college basketball to cover.
We have to take another break.
Yeah, we are. And like we just said, the Duke Blue Devils have just won. They are on to the Sweet 16. Auburn Tigers getting ready to tip off here in a few minutes and looking to move on to the Sweet 16. They take on the Miami Hurricanes out of the ACC. And, hey, we got college basketball to discuss, but right now we're up against another break. We'll be right back.
Man, what kind of call is that? Are you kidding me? The ball bounced in front of the plate.
He's out of there, baby.
What in the world? You can't see nothing. I'm over here. What? You the ball bounced in front of the plate.
Man, he needs to go to Troy Eye Care, 566-7172, and get those eyes checked immediately.
Man, you look all feeble and crippled. What's going on, Wally? Neal, I've been sleeping on the same mattress since 1970.
Oh, Lord. Man, you got to come see them at Mr. Mattress, man. Look at these nice, soft mattresses. They will fix you up, man. Sealy, Serta, Tempur-Pedic, Beauty Rest, Stearns & Foster. They got it all, man. Free delivery, free setup. They will fix you up. Troy, Enterprise, Andalusia, Montgomery, Prattville, Crestview, Dothan, and coming soon, Auburn, Alabama. Come see them at Mr. Mattress. They're going to fix Wally up today and straighten his back out.
Hey, what are you doing in the surgery room at Southern Animal Hospital on that resort?
I'm about to circumcise this dog.
Man, don't circumcise that dog. Let Dr. Steve Barron help you with the spade and neuter process. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort, 770-1838. You got to be a medical professional and board certified to perform these kind of dog procedures on surgery. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort.
Man, I come over to check on things. What are you doing trying to beat that bush up? Neal, my trimmer battery went dead, so I had to get this bat and try to trim this up. You're not going to be able to knock it out with a bat. You got to call professional bush trimmers like Blake Turner with Turner Mowing. 465-0600. Call Blake Turner. You're going to fall off that ladder, man. Just quit right now. Let's call Blake Turner. Hey, call Blake Turner, 465-0600 for all your yard needs. Hey, Neal, man, I need some help, man. I watched Point Break last night with Patrick Swayze. What happened? Here comes the lifeguard.
Same guys. Yesterday, you already wrecked my kayak and got an insurance.
Are you okay?
Man, I think I pulled
Pulled your leg muscle?
the leg muscle.
You're going to have to go to Health Action to get that worked out with physical therapy. Give them a call, 670-5435. Health Action's in front of Hook's Barbecue. Man, I hope you're okay.
I hope so.
Corn, dude. Corn? Yeah. You can't give people corn. That's against the law. Why don't you
Look at all this produce, man. Here we are at Piggly Wiggly on 231. Also, Best Butcher in Pike County, Reader's Choice 2020.
Who's that, man?
Tom Petty, man. Is that Tom Petty or Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers?
Tom Petty.
Tom Petty. Man, just kill me. When they do that at the Gators, Florida Gators at the stadium in the third quarter, between third and fourth quarter at the football games.
What song do they play?
I forget, man, but it is so cool, man. Florida Gators. You know, all
He graduated there.
All the stadiums got a little thing they do between the third and the fourth quarter. That one's one of the top. I mean,
That's
it's
good.
really good. And they were doing it before he passed away.
Oh yeah,
They were doing it.
You know, he's a
Won't back down.
I won't back down.
I won't back down. Yeah. But man, that is good stuff, man. And that's real cool. And you know they Sweet Caroline is when they play in Alabama.
Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline.
Hate that song. Buford Stevens loves it.
Now, how do you know Buford Stevens loves that?
Because when he's
baseball,
baseball, he
he
loves
wants to hear that.
Hey, you know, right now, Auburn's playing, they just tipped, and I bet nobody's watching.
So hold your hand up if you're watching Sports Chat with Neal and Wally.
we'll hold your hand up.
Hey, maybe they'll watch the rerun on Tuesdays at 4 o'clock.
There you go, man.
Tuesdays at 4 o'clock, the rerun of Sports Chat with Neal and Wally if you want to catch that. But maybe they'll watch us later on YouTube or on Facebook. You know,
And you got to text my mom.
she's watching.
She wants to know.
basketball too. But yeah, this.
My mom's got 5-6 sheets going on.
Oh yeah, but, you know, this is probably one of the Sundays that Wally and I probably should have took off.
Yeah.
March Madness, Auburn's playing, Duke was just playing, but you know, our sponsors sponsor our show,
Yep.
and you just can't take every Sunday off that you want to take off.
No, sure.
And yeah, and you know, we're on the internet, so if you're in Hong Kong right now, you can watch us on Facebook on TC2, right?
Exactly.
Or in Honolulu,
But we
Hawaii.
still get a lot of people tell me that they watch
So?
our that's a good thing about.
Look, my sister-in-law
internet.
Leslie, Michelle's sister in Denver, she checks the show out all the time. Out
yeah.
in Colorado. You know, you don't have to have Troy cable. It's nice if you do. You can watch it on Channel 2. But if you don't, you know, you just watch us on Facebook.
Yep.
Yeah. Who were you about to say?
Well, I get a lot of people say, you know, man, I watch your reruns on TC2 Facebook.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, it's cool, man. So
Heck
so
yeah.
yeah, why most people probably are watching Auburn, the tip off of Auburn. But hey, we're glad if you are watching us. Thank you.
And if you hear a mistake or something, our producer probably watches.
He's watching Auburn games, so
engulfed in Auburn
just,
right now.
Yeah. Hey, a little bit of college
Okay.
basketball though. The Troy Trojans play tonight.
They tonight.
They play-
What channel? Do you know? Did that? I could not find it.
You'll have to watch it on ESPN Plus.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it'll be on the Plus. And they play Abilene Christian, who, boy, we owe them one. We owe Abilene Christian a good whipping. I hope we beat them. You know, they came here and hadn't won a football game in like 4 years and upset us on our home field in football. First time they won a game in 4 years. I think.
Unbelievable.
So they, you know, but that was kind of embarrassing. But hey, basketball, we need to get them tonight. They're playing in Daytona Beach. And it's
Dave Thomas.
Dave Hennigan, Daytona Beach.
Dave.
But yeah, it's a special invitational tournament, so it's a nice postseason tournament for Coach Cross and the Trojans. They had a great year, and so did the ladies. Shanda Rigby and the ladies. The ladies hosted. Yes, you did. You heard it right. The ladies hosted the Alabama Crimson Tide this week, and it was a back and forth matchup. And the Trojans ended up losing 81-79 on a last possession game.
Yeah.
Final possession game, and it was a great year for the
We
Trojans.
got hosed on 2 calls.
I did too. I didn't see it, but I heard that. And so the Crimson Tide comes in the Trojan Arena and takes down Shanda Rigby and the Trojans. But hey, another awesome year for Shanda Rigby and the Trojans. We are so lucky to have Shanda Rigby as our ladies basketball coach here. And since we're talking about ladies basketball, we got to mention something, Wally. We cannot let this get by. We have to toot our horn, and yes, there's a pun right there. Charles Henderson's own Tootie Jones. And a huge shout out to Tootie. She moved on from Charles Henderson and signed a scholarship to play with Belmont, and she was a huge part of their big dance upset to a much higher seed, the Oregon Ducks, Friday night. And Tootie was a big-time contributor in that game, defensively and scoring and assist, and she continues to make her hometown, Troy, Alabama, proud. And nice job, Tootie.
Nice
the
job.
Former Charles Henderson Trojan, Tootie Jones, getting it done at Belmont, and they are on to the second round of the women's NCAA tournament. That's cool. That's
That
cool
is
right there, man.
very cool. Very
and,
cool.
And speaking of women's, the NCAA tournament, the number one team in the nation, South Carolina Gamecocks, held Howard University to 4 points, Wally. 4 points. The halftime score of the South Carolina Howard was 44-4. That's not a typo. You're not mishearing it. South Carolina led Howard. This is women's basketball NCAA first round, 16 versus 1. 44-4.
How do you even get to the dance?
44-4 at halftime.
How do you get the dance?
That broke all types of records too. There's nobody ever been held to that low of a point total.
What do you tell the girls at halftime?
Okay, we got 2 baskets. Let's go for.
I mean, what do you tell them?
Oh my God!
As a coach, that is not in your playbook.
Yeah.
Things you could flip to, what to say to the team.
Yeah, but March Madness is all in, and even the women's. But March Madness is good.
Yeah, sadly, Alabama is out.
Alabama is out.
They got beat by Notre Dame, who was playing on 2 hours sleep,
2 hours
jet
sleep.
lag, and having played a double overtime game just 18 hours prior to the Alabama game. Everybody and the brother thought Alabama was just going to squash them because of all those things, especially with the jet lag, because that's huge.
They didn't land until 5 a.m.
Oh, I know. Isn't that crazy?
They said they got to the hotel and the players had 2 hours on their. They said they set their alarms for everybody to take a 2-hour nap. Literally a 2-hour nap. They played a double overtime game 18 hours prior. You talk about heavy legs.
But Alabama, they lose it 78-64.
God, I cannot believe that they did lose, man. But hey, but you know what? You can say jet lag and heavy legs and no sleep, 2 hours of rest, but it's March Madness, man. Anything can happen. I mean, look what happened to Kentucky. Kentucky gets beat by a 15 seed, St. Peter's, 85-79 this week. LSU's out. They get put out by Iowa State. LSU was a 6 seed. Iowa State was an 11 seed. I mean, anything can happen, man. I mean, it happens. It does happen.
Well, I saw where Gonzaga played Georgia State in round 1.
Yeah.
What would that be where Troy would have been if they'd have won their...
Yeah. That was Georgia State won the Sun Belt.
We know Georgia State played them pretty good the first half, man.
They did. They represented the Sun Belt well. But yes, to answer your question, that's where Troy would have fell. They would have played the number 1 seed in the entire tournament, the Gonzaga Bulldogs. And
let me ask you, do we got one more break before we go?
We do.
Well, let's take this break and let's talk about, when we come back, our tournament bracket, because we got some great
right.
prizes.
Yeah.
So don't turn that dial. We'll be right back.
Sweet Grace, unbelievable.
Mr. Neal, is this the guy that does the sports show with you?
Oh no, yes it is.
He was in last week and bought all my Sweet Grace, and now he's back again.
Wow, he's got enough Sweet Grace at home. Put that stuff back. Man, some good stuff, man. Please come to Glow on the square, shop local. Come and get you some Sweet Grace before Wally gets it all.
man, what's that noise? What are you doing with that air conditioner heating unit?
Neal, my air conditioner went out last night, and I'll tell you what, I watch YouTube, and I know how to do all this stuff now.
Wally, this could be really dangerous, man. You need to call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling, 268-0917. Licensed, insured, and bonded. You need to call Matt Johnson, Wally.
Hey, Neal, what does this red thing do?
Don't pull on the red wire. That could be dangerous, man. What'd you do? Don't pull on that red wire. Good gravy. Now you've done it. Call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. Hey, Wally. What in the world? You got all these fans in the window, man.
Man, I was cooking a mess of chitlins and about burned my house down, man. My whole house smells like chitlins.
What is it, smoky in there?
Yes.
And
These fans are going to help, I think. the fans are not going to get the smoke damage out of your kitchen. You're going to have to call Alabama Restoration, 371-5591. Alabama Restoration, no mess is too big, especially not a little smoke damage in Wally's kitchen cooking his chitlins. Call them at Alabama Restoration.
Oh, man. Wally, what are you doing at the UPS store?
My printer is jammed, man. I got to do 2,000 copies for the Penske file.
Well, why even worry with that little bitty printer and print one at a time, man? You're going to run out of ink. Look, UPS store does mass printing. They can print 2,000 or 3,000 copies. Cheap, fast, and efficient. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, why even mess with it? Come to the UPS store on Brothers Street. UPS store, all your printing needs.
Man, did you see the size of that crowd, man?
Man, the Pompadour's that big down here, dude.
I don't know what it is, man. It must be these shirts.
Oh,
They-
yeah.
They like these shirts, man. Deep South Apparel, Pete Van Horn and Montgomery.
And heck yeah, man, they even go good, even salt water they climb
Salt
up.
water fishing. Deep South Apparel in Montgomery. Call Pete Van Horn.
Breaker 19, I see some smokies up here on 231.
Ollie, what are you doing up in that big rig at Tyler Transport?
Oh, baby, I'm driving for Tyler Transport, brother.
Wally, you got to have a special CDL license to drive these big rigs, man.
Sure.
I know, but if you do get your special CDL license, you need to go see them at Tyler Transport. Hey, they offer special benefits packages, competitive pay, you're home on the weekends, and also they got those new glide packages on those rides. Give them a call, 566-7474.
Here I come,
Get out
baby.
of there.
Is he talking about getting high in the Rocky Mountains?
No, the Rockies are real high.
Oh.
Colorado. I played that because
You talked about.
I haven't been to Colorado in several years. It's been 3 years since I've been to Colorado.
We need to make another boys trip out there.
We do, don't we? We do. We do. Well,
Get Zelensky's Auto Parts to come out there with us.
Zelensky's all
Speaking of Zelensky's Auto Parts, who's winning? Who's on our content? Who's winning right now?
Wesley Grant. Unless is Wesley still winning? Yeah, Wesley Grant still winning. And,
Who's baked potato?
I don't know. I need to look.
Ever matter?
Wesley's got Auburn winning it all, so I don't know if Auburn can win it all. Do you?
Like I said earlier in the show, ESPN
got,
fans they just didn't want to put a name on
In
there.
fourth place, our producer, David Doty, tied with Adam Brookins. So the Wise Picks and ESPN fan there. But hey, it's wide open. Hey, the winner is getting a $50 gift certificate to B. Graves on the Square, the White Tablecloth Restaurant. Also, a $50 gas card. So you get $100.
All you had to do was to sign up. Didn't even cost you nothing.
Free to play. Second place is getting a $35 gas card. Third place is getting a $15 gas card, and the gas cards are sponsored by Derek Bell
Derek
at
Bell.
All Star Collision.
I might have a shot for that third place.
You can't win it, man. You're part of the show. You can't win it.
I'm suing if I don't win this thing. I'm telling you, unbelievable. But
If you win, you're going to have to default the prize to the person below you.
don't understand that.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Auburn, I know Auburn's about to tip off. Who they got? Miami.
Miami Hurricanes, man. Let me tell you something.
All right. What's your?
They are fat. They can run, man. They're tall. They fat. Look, they can run and jump. A little discombobulated with the games they lost this year, but man, they're good. They're really good. Auburn's fixing to have their hands full. They're very, very athletic.
Hey, my buddy Michael Quattlebaum just
Yeah.
said they are about to tip off at 7:08.
7:08.
So see, somebody
put 640 on the thing.
Yeah, or they call Sports Chat Neal and Wally and said, we're going to let that show finish off.
Yeah, but them jokers can run and jump, man, from Miami. And I know we got about a minute left, but I think Auburn may have peaked too soon this year. I hope I'm wrong, but, man, nobody could beat Auburn at the beginning of February, man.
Well, hey, listen, under a minute.
Yeah.
I saw where you were in Alabama softball.
I did,
was that,
man.
That was exciting.
Alabama got off to a great start this year, but I went to see them play Florida State University. Wally, they jumped out on Florida State early with a big home run early, and Florida State comes back late and gets them 6-5. Man, I'm going to tell you what. Major League Baseball, college baseball, whatever, the atmosphere at that place last Wednesday night at Rhodes Stadium for the Crimson Tide softball. Wow. Look.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Tommy Fleetwood's got a chance at Augusta. But yeah, the Alabama-Florida State softball game was something incredible. I witnessed that with my own eyes. Go see some fast-pitch softball. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next week. Keep it cool.